So I found this Dragon Ball fan animation project that has a very similar animation style to what we're going to be getting with Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Here's the thing, it's entirely in Spanish, which normally would mean hours upon hours of translation work to get the story to you guys in English. So I would really appreciate if you guys hit that like button. If we get over 2,000 likes, I'll bring you guys the next episode as soon as I can. With all due respect, as much as the subject has controlled the basis of Ultra Instinct, he does not control more than a small part of his true potential. He is still not a threat. The beautiful angel asks in response, how many mortals were there 300 years ago among the 12 universes with power similar to someone with the base of divine ki? 300 years ago? If I remember correctly, it was very few, maybe just one or two. And how about 100 years, asked the angel. About 7 or 8, maybe. The number is 8, exactly. And these are all the mortals that are right now with a power similar to the basis of Divine Ki, or with the progression to reach this level or power in the short term. Each of these spheres has a character that we know from Dragon Ball, and some characters that we have never seen before. Most of these high-powered Divine Ki warriors are in Universe 1 and 12, but there are already many mortals with this level of power in all other universes. At this rate, do you know how many there will be in just 100 more years? Surely this great exponential increase of high-power mortals is due to the constant genetic evolutions and as a result of crosses between different races. But this isn't the only explanation. There is one other, and that is the lack of discipline between the lower level gods. In some cases, these gods have even offered assistance and training to these beings, teaching several of them themselves. Whether for entertainment, curiosity, or simply not to take their hierarchy seriously in front of inferior beings. Has the time come? How long will the preparations take? You already know that I am not allowed to carry out this type of action. If it were discovered, my existence would be eliminated. I have been careful preparing everything for many decades, but I still need some time for this moment to come to act without leaving a trace. The estimate is 8,212 tax, or a year and a half, maybe. Gohan is shocked that his father had lowered his guard, but Goku blames his drop in guard to Vegeta entirely for his laughter throughout the fight. But how am I not going to laugh at you with the lamentable showing you are giving? There is nothing more pathetic than seeing you so pressed by Gohan. Goku defends his son by saying that we have always known Gohan had huge potential. He just needed to train and take it seriously. Looks like getting punched in your cheek by your son while training is something that doesn't just happen in our family, right Gohan? What the hell are you on about, Kakarot? I'm talking about the time that Trunks knocked you right in your face and then you had to bring him to the amusement park so he wouldn't say anything. In an awesome cel-shaded animation sequence, Goku tells about the time that Trunks ended up knocking his father right in his face the first time he ever went Super Saiyan, and then Vegeta had to basically bring him to the amusement park as a bribe time and time again so Trunks wouldn't say anything, and then Trunks ended up spilling the beans later on. And let's not forget about the other time that Trunks ended up... You better shut your mouth, you idiot! Vegeta, now you've gone too far. I think I've gone just about far enough. Enough reminiscing about the past, Kakarot. It is our time to fight. Now the real fun begins. That's quite enough of your jokes and silliness. Enough of you making a fool out of me. Now that you're out of the way, it's our time, isn't it, Gohan? Let's go! Off in the distance, someone watches their training on the Supreme Kai's broken home world. It's astonishing how far Gohan has come in just 1 year of training. Gohan has always had an inner power that's uncommon in most beings. So do you think, Elder Kai, that he will one day surpass Goku and Vegeta? Even though Goku and Vegeta have shown great power and growth in the past year, Gohan is the one that really has shown he could possibly surpass all of them. If he keeps going like this for the next 5 months, I have no doubt in my mind that he will soon surpass both Goku and Vegeta. In so short a time? Whis chimes in that he's not surprised. I've known since the first time I laid eyes on him that Gohan had the most potential out of the three. Their only difference is that Goku and Vegeta have both focused primarily on training while Gohan has spent time with his family and his study. But I've known since I saw them together during the first Super Saiyan God ritual I clearly saw that Gohan had much higher inner power than the rest. Is everything okay with Beerus? It's been quite a few days that we've seen you without him. But the only thing that Whis has noticed is the fact that now he has all the human and earthling food all to himself. Doesn't have to share one single bite with Beerus. And he believes it's much better this way. But in serious talk, Whis reassures them that there's nothing to worry about. Champa just invited all the gods of destruction over to his place for a meeting. Beerus had already given Whis an update on how the meeting went, and they had only talked for about 30 minutes before they started going into full-on combat in Champa's planet. That, more or less, is the reason that the meeting has been about 3 weeks at this point. It's a scary thought to be that close in a battlefield between 12 Hakaioshin. Whis has full faith in Beerus that he knows what not to do in most given situations. And once the meeting is over and they've had their fill of combat, eventually Beerus will come back and he'll be right at Whis' side like always. But Whis says that there is a backup plan in case the meeting goes longer than expected, and that is the Oracle Fish's predictions. And so Whis asked the Oracle Fish a simple question. Can he predict when Beerus will come back after the meeting at Champa's palace? But the Oracle Fish is coming up on blanks. Whis is concerned. It's been several days now that the Oracle Fish cannot make any predictions whatsoever. He's wondering if maybe he's sick. I have bad feelings running up and down my bowl. But the fact remains, I do not know when Beerus will come back. And I think that's because they don't want us to know what's going on. And honestly, the last sign of Beerus that I can sense, or that I could sense, it wasn't in Champa's palace. Actually, right now I can't even detect where his location is, on top of not being able to know when he's gonna come back. And that's because around the palace they've created a redistortion field. Well, this is a surprise. Who could have created a distortion field? That's a little strange, isn't it? Or have they always created redistortion fields around their meetings? Well, I have never been interested in their affairs, so I've never tried to see exactly what goes on in these meetings. Maybe it's something that they always do, but still, it's a little strange. I don't even believe any of the current gods of destruction could create a field that size, lest be able to stabilize it. Especially not Beerus. Even if I tried, it would cost a little bit of my strength to create one of those other dimensions. But it is impossible to believe that they have created it between the 12 of them, being among them all their envy and jealousy, not too much solidarity. What is a redistribution field? You forget that you are a Supreme Kai? Very well. Pay attention. As you know, there are a total of 12 universes, and each of them there are special beings, objects, and divine devices. These devices allow you to see and hear each other in any place in any universe. The Oracle Fish is a prime example of one such artifact in our universe. A distortion field makes special borders created with divine ki. These barriers allow total and extreme secrecy. Nobody, not one person, can see inside this special divine ki. Now to think of it, Oracle Fish, are you okay? You look even worse than before. I have been feeling strange sensations for several days. I didn't know the reason or what they were, but I noticed something negative. And now that I'm trying to focus on Champa's palace, the sensations are more and more intense. Darker. These are not good omens. What do you feel? What omen are you having? It's all dark, sinister omens. I feel desolation. I feel loneliness. I feel empty. And I feel death. Again, if you like this story, make sure to hit that like button, hit the notification bell with subscriptions on, that way you get the notification for part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.